What's up, everybody? This is Vidro with yet another video today, and I guess I'm on a roll, but this video is gonna be kind of an expansion on my last video, and basically, it's not really so much as me commentating on what I talked about in my last video, but it's gonna be me commentating on wrestling commentators. And what I mean, I'm not talking about like JR Michael Cole. I'm talking about guys from the PWR show. I'm talking about guys from various podcasts on the internet. You know, all these guys that basically don't respect the internet wrestling community, and the guys that basically continue to bury us when we complain about the shit that we get to see on our TV. And And one of the main things that I hear from these guys is that we're whiners, we're complainers, we're never satisfied. And you know what? To a certain degree, it's true. To a certain degree, it is true. But in the case of, excuse me, in the case of what my video is about today, it's not true. It's fact. Okay. A lot of these guys always say that we complain that the WWE never makes new stars. And now that they're quote unquote making new stars, we're unhappy about that. We can't be satisfied. We shouldn't be listened to. We're just dumbasses. To this is what I say to all these commentators that feel this. Fuck you. Okay? It's two for you. Fuck you guys. Because you know what? When we said we wanted new stars, we didn't mean we want some fucking some random guys out of nowhere getting the belts for no apparent reason. We didn't mean that. What we meant was all the young talent that you have in the middle and the bottom of your roster, build them up so that they can continue, so they can start to take the reins from the older talent. Simple shit. Shit they've been doing for years. We're not saying do anything new and drastic. We're just saying do the shit that's been working for a better part of 100 years. Fucking you start a guy out, you build him up. He goes from maybe doing being in the tag team, win tag team championships, goes from that to singles competition. Eventually makes it to the mid card, wins some type of mid card championship, intercontinental, television, what have you, United States, and then after he's legitimized himself with the fans and gotten over, you you send him on a collision course with the number one guy, and then when after a long journey of fighting and climbing up the ladder, up the card, he finally becomes the world champion, and it means something. Okay? The fucking world title doesn't mean anything if you put it on any Joe Blow that comes in your company. Okay? You know, TNA, I have to admit, TNA does a lot of dumb shit, a lot of shit that pisses me off, and a lot of shit that makes me not want to watch it. But the one thing that I have to give props for TNA that they do is that they don't put the fucking TNA World Heavyweight title on anybody, and it legitimizes their title. And when the title does change hands, it makes me say, oh, look, that must mean that they feel that this guy is going to carry their company. This guy must be good. This guy must have been built up properly. Fucking WWE's titles mean nothing at this point. They really don't. You got Cena, a 9-time champion. You got Edge, however many times he was champion, 10 times. And you got all these quick multiple title reigns that don't mean anything, and then this new trend of putting the belt on any new guy just to appease the internet wrestling fans, when you got tons of guys that I can go on and talk about. Guys like Shelton Benjamin, guys like John Morrison, guys like Carlito, Matt Hardy, um, Christian. Um, who else is there? No, I'm forgetting some people. Just Guys that have been in your company, that have been in the trenches, that put in work, and you don't reward them. Instead, you reward these new guys for any other reason. I'm not saying these guys shouldn't have titles. I'm not saying that. I'm saying where's the build up? I mean, I'm just now getting into Sheamus to some degree, because they're building him up instead of just thrusting the belt on him. If they had built him up like they similar to what they did to, like, gave him like a Brock Lesnar type build up, you know, and if they had built him up, if they had put him through Raw and have him just fly through Raw and then built him up all the way to the Royal Rumble, and if you could have built Sheamus where he got over as a heel or a monster or whatever you want to do with him, have him win the Royal Rumble. Have him win the Royal Rumble. He can face Cena. He can face Cena at WrestleMania and have him take the belt off Cena then. But, instead they give him the belt on a fluke win. You know, his title reign was lackluster. And I'm supposed to be satisfied with that because the WWE is making a new star. Yeah, yeah, fuck you to people think I should be happy with that. Fucking John Morrison, like I said in my last video, I know these last two videos are gonna make me seem like a John Morrison mark, but John Morrison is as over as he's ever been in this company. He has a DVD out when he beat Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship and had his title run. He looks as strong as he's ever looked. This would have been the perfect time for him to win Money in the Bank and go and beat Chris Jericho at SmackDown and win the world title as a babyface over the top heel in the company. This could have made John Morrison. This could have cemented him in main event status. He's already been put over. They put him over in the elimination chamber match. It's not that hard to believe that he could be a world champion. You know, it's I'm just it's not who you make, it's how you make them. You know, you got Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Jack Swagger, the supposed future of the WWE. And I'm not excited about that in the least. Not even a little bit. And I'm complaining because I'm not satisfied with the new stars that WWE quote unquote made. I mean, Jack Swagger, I'm not gonna hate on him as much as I'm gonna hate on Drew and fucking Sheamus because he's done some things that I've been interested in the ring. But Mike wise, promo wise, he has not impressed me at all, not even a little bit. So that's gonna be interesting to see where they go with him. But I'm just saying, the internet wrestling community is not asking for any drastic type of shit. They just want old school build up, old school booking, new guys winning the title and having the title mean something when these guys win it. Look at Bret Hart. When Bret Hart won the title, it meant something because he busted his ass in the tag team division. He became Intercontinental Champion multiple times. And then when he finally won the world title and they had the entire roster come out and put him on the shoulders, that shit meant something. And we're not getting that anymore. And you know what? We're pissed off about it because eventually all the old guys are going to retire and we're just going to be watching NXT 3 times a week. But anyway, that's my video. Later.